Hey, what's up, you guys? This is Miss QT Style. Welcome, leading ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to my channel where I'm leading the way in fashion, beauty, and non-candy coated talk. Check out my website, www.missqtstyleLL.com, for some fire-ass statement pieces, as well as blogs. I have a fashion page, etc., etc. I have my videos up there. Check it out, www.missqtstyleLL.com, and be sure to check out the boutique and see if you see something you like and make a purchase. Okay, so this video was a requested video by DM Savage. She watched my video where I was talking about I wasn't feeling his ass on the worst date I ever had, which when I look at it, it wasn't so bad. It just was the fact that I was not feeling him, and I think he was trying to get a little romantic. But anyway, she enjoyed that video, and she stated under that video that she would like to hear about the best date. Thing is, I've had a lot of good dates, so I had to choose one. Um, so that's what I'll tell you guys about. But first of all, also check out my other channel, Star of My Own Reality. I do a lot of videos like this one over there. Like, check out the one I did yesterday, I Am Not a Cougar. It's over there, Star of My Own Reality. I'll put the link here and in the video description, along with some other places you can find me at. Also, I did a video called He Said It Was a Good Deal. So basically over there, I started that channel to do vlogs on me. That's why the title came from Star of My Own Reality. Here I do a lot of beauty, and I do vlogs, which I'm doing one now here, which I should be putting it there, but I'm doing it here because, sometimes I'll do vlogs here too. But check out that channel, sub if you like. I'll be taking you through my reality, past and present. So the best date, one of the best dates I had. Um it's a two-part best date because it was with the same guy, and it was out here in Cali. I was trying to think of my best date back home and then one here, but I'm gonna just do the one out here. It was a guy, his name was Kevin. Um don't ask me where I met him at. More than likely, I'm used to meet a lot of guys through my jobs. Like they'll come through, or like delivery guys work for, like, Pepsi Cola and stuff like that, or in a store or something like that. I don't even know where I met him at. I do not remember, honestly. It's been years ago, but I do remember that he kept on asking me if I wanted to go on a motorcycle ride. Okay, so I kept telling him no, I ain't getting on no motorcycle. Look, I can't even say the shit. I ain't getting on no bike. I'm gonna put it that way, my motorbike. But I kept telling him no, 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 no. He kept on. Was like, no, you gotta be adventurous. You have to do step out of character and do something you haven't did before. So honestly, I was actually not going on a ride with him because I didn't know him like that. So we continued talking on the phone. Finally, I said, okay, I'm ready for this ride. Okay, so I drove to his house. I parked my car at his house. Um, First thing I noticed about his house, that he was a straight up bachelor. Straight up bachelor. He had never been married. He did have a daughter, because you know how we women are when we go in their house, we snooping around, we looking. Um, I was kind of like hesitant when I got there because he should have been ready to go, but it's like almost like he wanted to invite me inside. So I went inside and I left the door open with the screen door and everything. I'm just paranoid like that, you guys. And I was kind of nervous because, I had been talking to him a while on the phone and stuff like that, but I didn't know him like that. So I actually took a chance. But anyway, I knew people who knew him also, come to find out, because he's from the actual city where I live at now, but he lived somewhere else. So I started, people told me about him. His daughter actually lived in this city and stuff. So I kind of, I asked people, what type of person he was. And everybody was like, he's cool. He cool people. He's just a working man, whatever, whatever. So, okay. So anyway, that was irrelevant. Um, Here we go. He ready. He dressed and stuff. This is part of, I'm saying that this wasn't really a date. This was an introduction into the date that we did eventually go on. But anyway, we went from where he lived at all the way to Redondo Beach. Oh no, all the way to Rottweiler Beach. We rode from his house, which was past where I live, and we went to Doc Waller Beach. Before we left, he was like, you know, you got to do this. Here's your helmet. He was telling me how to do when he put on brakes that I had to, like, my hands was around his waist. I had to press down on his like thighs when we riding about. I don't know what, when he put on brakes, he said that's the best thing to do. But anyway, bottom line is I enjoyed doing that because I did something that was adventurous. His ass was speeding though, and that's kind of scared me and stuff, but I had fun. So we went to the beach. We rode on the motorcycle to the beach. We stopped. We walked. We looked at the birds. I walked in the sand. You know, we was just sitting there talking and stuff like that. It was really nice that day. We was looking at the water. It was beautiful. Um, we did that for about an hour. Then we left and we went and got some ice cream. It was that type of date. It wasn't like a dinner date yet, but the dinner date came later. But I enjoyed it. I don't know, just sometimes the simplest things is really nice because he took me out of my character, out of the norm. So, you know, on a motorcycle, I was scared at first, but then after that, I was like, oh, I feel good, you know, looking cute on the back of the motorcycle. Then we went and got some ice cream and stuff. And so we ended the day there. You know, I went back to his house. We planned to go out the next weekend on a date. When I got back to his house, he showed me some of his hobbies. He built like model airplanes and stuff like that. Again, taking me out of character. I've never met a guy, a black guy, and I don't want to sound Indian, but I'm just being real. A black guy who does that. So it was really nice. He showed me his stuff, and I was impressed. So anyway, let's get to the date itself. So the next weekend, um, we went on a date. He wanted to pick me up. I like to drive myself because in case something jump off or he pissed me off or if I don't like something, I like to be able to get in my car. I don't like to be held. You know, to me, I don't want to have to depend upon him to take me home if something goes wrong. So I drove and I met him at, now don't quote me on it for those of you in Cali, but it's down there in San Pedro near the water. And I forgot the name of it, but it's a bunch of different little restaurants out there. So he met me, and he met me in the other underground parking. I told him where I was at, so he was a gentleman. He came and he met me. He didn't do like the other guy did and had me walk from the back, even though they had other people walking. But he met me and stuff, and so we was walking along the way, looking at the different restaurants, trying to decide which one we're going to eat at. And it was kind of, I'm not going to say late, but it was a later date, so they didn't have too many people out there, but they did. It was just right, and I like that because I don't like a crowd all the time. I don't like people stepping all on my feet, so it was just cool, you know. And so I don't know the name of this restaurant, but we went. I can describe it. We went into this restaurant, whereas our tables, we were first of all on top of water, okay, and our tables was by a big window where all you can see is the ocean or the river in San Pedro area, and it just was really nice. You know, we can look out and see water. That's all we saw, water and boats in the water and stuff like that. And he was a straight up gentleman. He told me to order what I want. Of course, I ordered the one of the highest things on the menu, which was a seafood platter. And he ordered me some fettuccine too, because he's eaten there before and that's what he likes, some shrimp fettuccine. So he ordered me a plate too, and so I can taste it. I'm like, oh my God, I cannot eat all of this. So anyway, I ended up not eating it all. I brought it home with me. Conversation was really nice. We were had a lot in common, being that we both had daughters. You know, we both were single. He was really, you know, just, I mean, that was just a nice date to me. Um, Nothing more, nothing less. You know, it wasn't. It don't have to be like a big extravagant something for me to enjoy it. He took me. I really was impressed because he took me out of my element when we went on a motorcycle ride, and just the fact that he was classy enough to bring me to a restaurant like that. It was beautiful. You know what? I'm gonna have to Google it down there. It was just nice, and the conversation was nice, and I was digging him. I was feeling him and stuff like that. Um, Nothing ever came out of it because, again, you know, a lot of men they're scarred and they're not ready for relationships. And at the time, actually, I was not ready for one either. So it just was wrong timing for us. But I really was, you know, I was feeling him. I was feeling the fact that he even took me to dinner. And I know some people may be like, damn, she ain't never been to dinner. Yes, I've been taken out to dinner a lot in Louisiana. In California, it seems that, and that's lately, a guys don't want to They don't want to spend too much money on you. You know what I'm saying? Or they're hesitant to spend money on you. They like to try and see if you'll let that slide, you know, with them not taking you out. Like I said, they want to come to your house a lot. So it was very impressive that, you know, I was just somebody that he had been talking to on the phone, and he took me to this really nice restaurant. We had great conversation. And I mean, that's it. That's one that stands out for me. I remember another guy of mine. Me and him actually was in a relationship. Ended up being in a relationship. We went out to a restaurant again on the water, and we went and walked on the beach after that. So to me, that's nice because to me it's romantic. You know, it's not just us eating, boom, and go home. You know, we went and walked on the beach, and that gave us time to talk, to be out there in nature. I like that. I like being taken outside of my element. Like I said, that was 2 days that stood out for me. Um, Besides, a long time ago, one of my dates was going to Salt and Pepper concert. But see, I didn't want to tell that one because I don't remember all the details. But I remember him buying tickets, and that was back home in Louisiana. But yeah, that date, the one on the water, in that expensive restaurant, was really nice. That one stands out for me. I know that was a kind of boring story, but yeah, I've had more good dates than I've had bad. I think the one that I told you about was the worst, and it actually wasn't bad because, like I said, I enjoyed the movie and I enjoyed the food. I just was not feeling him and him talking constantly about his ex and you know, feeling like he's scoring and stuff like that. So yeah, the motorcycle ride to the beach and ice cream, and then us going to that restaurant the next weekend, that was the best that stands out for me. Okay, so like I said, you guys, check out my other channel, Star My Own Reality. I'll be putting some more videos up. I don't know, sometimes I just get in front of the camera and I talk randomly, and that's what I'm about to do. I'm about to load one over there right now. Thank you guys for watching.